Alright, let's get straight into it. 3-minute blitz. 1757 at the moment. Let's play e4. See if he replies with something. Maybe he will abort. Okay, we've got a Sicilian. Home ground. Let's see what we can do. d4 mainline. This, however, is not what black usually should do. Because now my queen is centralized and is pretty solid. Can easily make some development. Maybe bishop here. And his bishop can't really move out yet because I have takes on that square. Maybe I can look to castle this side. Maybe I'll just castle this side because his rook is kind of lined up against that c file. Knight here is the most logical move. If bishop here, however, do I not have takes here? What is his reply to this? Queen out here, maybe? But then do I have bishop here? Is that a move? I like this move a lot. Because if he takes this, I take with queen. If he takes this, I take with bishop, and I still have the threat of winning his trapped rook. So we'll see what he comes up with. I'm expecting takes. I don't really see any other options. And I'll recapture, and now I still keep the threat. I'm also up a pawn, which is pretty solid. I'll take the rook. And then maybe I'll make a move like this. Because if he moves his knight away, then I can capture this, and I keep the rook for free instead of the exchange. And if he takes, I just get escape with my bishop. So this looks like a very solid position for me. He's spending quite a bit of time. I mean, his bishops are very powerful, I must admit, so I need to be careful of that. But probably I should be able to survive here. So now I recapture, and I'm just a rook and a pawn up. I'll play this move, attack his bishop, and also threaten to take the pawn once it moves away. If pawn push, I'll probably look to just play knight check. Try and trade off the bishops, or give him opportunities to trade off the bishops. I'll take this pawn, attack this and this now. And this is looking very, very winnable. I'll take this pawn, maybe look to play check and take this pawn. Yeah. Obviously he has threats now, but I should be okay. If he moves his king to try and attack my rook, it blocks out this rook, which is the good idea. It's the plan. This is tough though still, I must admit. Because I cannot push this pawn because it's pinned. So I don't really see a good way of going about this. Now I think I see it. Just this. Maybe give up the rook in the end. And yeah, that's a victory. Good way to start. Let's look for another one. E4 again? Okay, D5. That's the best move, in my opinion. Usually the people that take with queen, I feel as though they don't really know what they're doing. This, however, is an opening. I don't know if it's a good one, but I've seen this many times. And it's fairly solid, despite being down a pawn. I have to be careful of this, of course. And these are the pretty much the threats. I think I castle immediately to get out of these threats of playing things like that. Maybe solidify my position a bit, and it should be all good. Hmm. Planning to make a move on my pieces. Hmm. I think I'll look to make this move. I'm attacking this with two pieces at the moment. Easy defense for him. But now I think I want to bring my bishop into this square, try and pin his pieces. Maybe look to make some threats. Now I'm thinking of making the threat of this and then knight into here. But it doesn't really work after knight takes. But I'm going to do it anyway, because it just makes it interesting and also hopefully gets rid of a lot of his attack on my king side, so that way I have a lot better chance of attacking his king. Because I've been through the phase of defending. So now I play knight into here. So the idea is he cannot take because I win his queen, and I'm forking these two pieces. That was the idea. But if he chooses to go for this, I guess it's okay for him. It's pretty solid for him, for sure. Try and attack some of his pieces. Wow, already going for the play. Do I need to stop this? I think I do. Maybe I'll play. I don't really see it. I think I need to give up this rook probably to have any chance of winning this game. Try and win this piece as well, and maybe maybe this one, and I should be okay. So takes. I think I'm just gonna play king across because he's obviously threatening mate. Then after rook, king here. If takes here, I take here, attacking these two pieces. That's pretty much the idea. But yeah, it's looking very, very difficult for me to do stuff. But I can definitely, with the queen, I can definitely make some plays. Wow, that's a really good move that he saw. Really well played. I just need to play fast now, I guess. Try and do some cheap tricks. Probably should have kept my knight if I wanted to do stuff. Oh, that is so unfortunate. If we go back to this position, he found a brilliant move. Like instead of just going for the pickup of the rook for the knight, he made this really nice move, which pretty much means that if I move my queen away, he is checkmate because his rook blocks all this. And if I try and do something else, like rook here or something, he still has check and then win the rook and everything. So I had to take the rook after knight back. I have to play like king up or something, and he's just up a piece in the end. But then obviously, trying to beat me on time, he made some terrible moves, which managed to give me the win, and then he plays this check to beat me on time, which is unfortunate. But let's look for another one. This is what happens when I play too slow. Who do we get next? 1744 rated. Let's play d5. This is a fairly common opening, I guess. Usually people don't play this straight away though. And immediately I dislike my position. Maybe I want to do this. Maybe that's the plan. I've played this position before for sure. Usually it's not that great, but it's okay. We'll see what we can do here. So the idea is, okay, if that move, I think I just push pawn here. Then take, oh, taking like this means that I fall into the trap of forking. So I probably want to take with bishop and then maybe bring my knight into the play. If this, however, I take with queen, and I'm attacking this, I'll take this as well. And now this is just a solid position for me. I'll defend this pawn, maybe push pawn like this, and I'll have a solid pawn structure for sure. It's castle. My bishop is in a solid position. I can even move it back at any time. This isn't a big threat because if he takes, I can maybe bring out my knight even further. If he pushes, I just play queen back and maybe go for a play. Let's actually move my rook into this position and expect something like that. Now this looks to strengthen my position a little more actually. Maybe I get rid of his knight, place my bishop on the square. If not, then I just have a solid knight in this position for sure. And I think I'm gonna go for a break. Always have threats of this if his knight decides to hop in. And now I'm obviously threatening to take whilst attacking his queen. So I think that's exactly what I'll do. Take whilst attacking his queen. If he chooses to take something like this, I'll just win his queen. If he plays back or something like that, I'll just take the extra pawn. And this is looking like a great position for sure. I may want to double up, maybe even triple up if need be. Yep, let's double up. Takes, I get my bishop on a really nice square, and there's nothing really to contest that apart from the knight maybe hopping back again. Now I'm expecting just the rook to come across and defend, I guess. Or pawn push. Pawn push is okay as well. Let's see. Let's make another really nice break. The idea is now that after takes, I have rook takes, I'm attacking the queen, and I'm also lining up a discovered against his king. So instead of taking with queen, I like to do these moves like taking with rook that put pressure on this. Oh, okay. Let's just take. Knight takes is fair enough. And now I think I'm just going to try and take advantage of this pin. How do I take advantage of this pin? Maybe I'll make a subtle move like this. Try and get some play going. Hopefully he takes here soon. King here is probably fairly obvious. Think I want to make this trade. Because now I can make this move, no? And I should be winning the piece. Because his rook, so after takes, his rook was originally on this square and could have recaptured here. So now that the rook's not on that square, this is just winning completely. Let's take with queen and go for a queen trade. And now I'm just up a whole minor piece. And time is an issue as well for him. Let's play rook here. Let's take this. I'm not too worried about things like this. And yeah, he should be losing on time. Good game. And I think that will do it. Some good games there. Definitely time got the better of me in a lot of them. And I'll look to improve on that for sure. But my positional play was solid in a lot of the games. And I enjoyed it a lot. Thanks for watching.